Shami hat-trick seals India World Cup win against Afghanistan. Southampton, Mohammed Shami took a dramatic hat-trick to finally clinch a thrilling 11-run win over Afghanistan after the Minnows threatened one of the biggest shocks in World Cup history in Southampton on Saturday. Afghanistan, appearing at only their second World Cup, lost the toss but restricted India to 224 for 8 in their 50 overs, giving themselves a genuine chance for a huge upset. They were well set at 106-2 in the 29th over, even though the run rate was starting to edge up, but 2 wickets in 1 over from paceman Jasprit Bumrah removed Rahmad Shah and Hashmatullah Shahidi. Mohammad Nabi and Najibullah Zadran batted sensibly to keep their side in the hunt, but when Zadran was caught by Yuzvendra Chahal off Hardik Pandya, Afghanistan were 166-6 in the 42nd over. Nabi was still there in the final over, with 16 required and drilled Shami's first ball down the ground for 4. With an incredible triumph within touching distance, Nabi was caught by Pandya at long on 2 balls later. Shami then clean bowled after Balam and Mujibur Rahman to seal a nerve-jangling win with a hat-trick. Earlier, an increasingly fraught India were furious when the umpire turned down a huge LBW shout at the start of the 29th over from Bumrah, who rapped Shah on the pads. Kohli's side had no reviews left. Just 3 balls later Shah, on 36, top-edged a hook and Chahal took a fine low catch running in from fine leg, sending the massed ranks of flag-waving Indian supporters wild. With his final ball of the over, Bumrah turned the game sharply back in India's direction when Shahidi could only offer up a simple caught and bowled chance and he departed for 21. Bumrah, the world's top-ranked one-day international bowler, finished with figures of 2 for 39 from his 10 overs, bowling superbly at the death while Shami finished with figures of 4 for 40. Afghanistan have been the whipping boys of the tournament in England and Wales, often looking out of their depth against the more established teams. Saturday's match was only the third one-day international between the two teams, and defeat for India would have been a major embarrassment despite last year's tie in the Asia Cup. India were on the back foot right at the start of the match when in-form opener Rohit Sharma, who has scored 200 so far in the tournament, was dismissed for just 1 by off-spinner Mujibur Rahman. The rest of India's powerful top order all got established, with Kohli making 67 from 63 balls, but none went on to play a decisive innings for the two-time champions. Off-spinner Mujib was particularly impressive, conceding just 26 runs in his 10 overs, while leg spinner Rashid Khan bounced back from the most expensive spell in World Cup history against England to take 1-38. Kohli reached his third consecutive 50 of the tournament off 48 balls but was caught by Shah off Nabi. Kedar Jadhav reached his 50 off 66 balls, giving the scorecard a look of respectability, and the total ultimately proved just too much for Afghanistan.